Good morning. Today is Sunday, February 15, 2026. The first reading was taken from Sirach, chapter 15, verses 15 to 20. If you desire, you will keep the commandments, and to act faithfully is a matter of choice. He has placed before you fire and water. Stretch out your hand for whichever you wish. Life and death are in front of people, and whichever one chooses will be given to him. For great is the wisdom of the Lord. He is mighty in power and sees everything. His eyes are on those who fear him, and he knows a person's every deed. He has not commanded anyone to be ungodly, and he has not given anyone permission to sin. Blessed are those who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his decrees. With all their hearts they seek him. Blessed are those who walk in the law of the Lord. You have laid down your precepts to be carefully kept. May my ways be firm in keeping your statutes. Blessed are those who walk in the law of the Lord. Deal bountifully with your servant, that I may live and keep your word. Open my eyes that I may see the wonders of your law. Lord, teach me the way of your statutes, and I will keep them to the end. Grant me insight that I may keep your law and observe it wholeheartedly. Blessed are those who walk in the law of the Lord. Lord, teach me the way of your statutes, and I will keep them to the end. Grant me insight that I may keep your law and observe it wholeheartedly. Blessed are those who walk in the law of the Lord. The second reading was taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 6 to 10. Brethren, among the mature we do impart wisdom, although it is not a wisdom of this age or of the rulers of this age, who are doomed to pass away. But we impart a secret and hidden wisdom of God, which God decreed before the ages for our glory. None of the rulers of this age understood this, for if they had, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, what no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love him. These things God has revealed to us through the Spirit, for the Spirit searches everything, even the depths of God. Alleluia, Alleluia. Blessed are you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that you have revealed to little children the mysteries of the kingdom. Alleluia. Today's gospel was taken from Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 to 37. At that time, Jesus said to his disciples, Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not an iota, not a dot, will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Therefore, whoever relaxes one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does them and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you, unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to those of old, You shall not murder, and whoever murder will be liable to judgment. But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says, You fool, will be liable to the hell of fire. So if you are offering your gifts at the altar and then remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gifts there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother and then come and offer your gift. Come to terms quickly with your accuser while you are going with him to court, lest your accuser hand you over to the judge and the judge to the guard, and you be put in prison. Truly I say to you, you will never get out until you have paid the last penny. You have heard that it was said, You shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than your whole body be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell. It was also said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that everyone who divorces his wife, except on the ground of sexual immorality, makes her commit adultery, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is in the city of the great king. And do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything than this comes from evil. The word of the Lord. Today, we're reminded that our choices have consequences. We can choose to follow God's will or our own desire. As Jesus teaches, our action must reflect the love and mercy of our Father. Let us strive to live the Beatitudes, seeking holiness and perfection. Every decision, every action, and every word has the power to shape our destiny. The book of Sirach reminds us, if you choose, you can keep the commandments. To exist is to have the power to select, decide, and act, and it is these choices that we find meaning as we navigate life's journey. Let's choose to love, forgive, and serve. We have the freedom to choose, and with the freedom comes the responsibility to choose wisely. Wisdom is the key to making choices that lead us to life. It is a gift from the Spirit that allows us to see the world from God's perspective. Let us pray for the wisdom of Solomon, who chose to ask for wisdom. Above all else, may our choices reflect our commitment to God and to one another. Good morning and have a blessed day.